Jerry and Esther were at an airport carousel some time ago, and there was a young man at the baggage carousel retrieving baggage, as were they. And Esther was watching him, and he was 12 or 13 years old and obviously self-conscious, embarrassed to even be there, sort of looking at his feet predominantly. And as Esther saw him, for a moment her heart went out to him, because she remembers that feeling of insecurity, that feeling of self-consciousness. And for just a moment she felt strong negative emotion. And then she thought, I'm so happy to be beyond that, to be happy with who I am and not self-conscious and afraid of everyone and everything. And then she thought, from her now, she was connected and got a little disconnected as she saw him, and then brought herself back into a place of connection. She thought, if there is anything that I might do that might be of value to him, I would like to do it. And then as she tried to think of something she might say, she thought that anything she would say to him would just make him crawl further into himself, and so she just left it at that. And about that time, his mother walked up to him, and she barked at him, "Where are your socks?" Well, his socks were down in his shoes, right where his mother knew they were. And now he is even more embarrassed. He's struggling to pull his socks up out of his shoes, and everyone now around is looking, because his mother's bark was very loud. And the young man now is flushed red in the face and very embarrassed. And Esther tiptoed toward them, and she whispered so that only the two of them could hear, "Keep an eye on your son, because I think when he grows up he will look just like David Letterman, the famous talk show host." What Esther did not know is that this young man secretly believes that he looks like David Letterman. And also secretly believes that he's a little bit funny like him, but he would never speak that out loud to his abusive, negative family. His mother's mouth turned up in a little bit of a smile, perhaps the first time in years. And as Esther walked away, she sensed that things were in a different place than they had been just before. Now, this is a very nice story of physical beings interacting one with another. But it's a much bigger story than you hear in the beginning, because what this young man provided Esther was a very clear example of someone who, for whatever reason, is disconnected. He is feeling inadequate and insecure. And even as Esther is noticing that, one of the predominant reasons for his insecurity barked right into his experience. And this example gave Esther a momentary negative awareness, which caused an eruption of wanting within her that was empowered by all that she herself had lived in terms of the negative and the positive, so that now Esther is flooding pure positive energy into this time and place as a result of this experience. It is as if she is a funnel or a vortex through which pure positive energy can flow. And so for a time, all beings who are experiencing what you would call insecurity are having the benefit of a broader, deeper, more poignant, non-physical energy streaming into your time and place, you see? It does not take many of you who are well connected to rebalance this planet that is not so connected. That is the primary reason for beasts, you see. They are pure positive energy, acting as catalysts or stimulators of thought that cause lots of vortexes of pure positive energy to stream forth, you see.